Hi, my name is Len Fedore, owner of Everyday Athlete. We opened in 2004, and we're going to talk about how to find the right shoe today.
And I'm Julie Livas, and I am a recent kidney transplant at the University of Washington.
So this is one of the most important things in the fitting process, I think, is to have the consumer be prepared with as much information as they can provide the person that's helping them. And what I mean by that in terms of information is like previous shoes that you've worn, kind of specific models if you can remember them, as opposed to just like a brand. That really is relevant to what has been successful or maybe not so successful for people. We've always used that in a really good manner. Past or current injuries, if people are prone to a certain injury, there's certainly strengthening to be done or physical therapy, but we always try to be logical and address that element of like why someone's getting, let's say, IT band, which is a very common running injury. Maybe it's related to too much support. Like what activities people are doing, like what their current level of activity is, but aspirational activity is really important. So if someone is, just walking and then they think, well, I want to really start running and I want to run, a half marathon or certainly a full marathon, that becomes relevant of how much support you may need as you move past your walk or your 1 to 2 mile jogs. So that plays into it. I like to look at people's in like stocking feet or barefoot to see what kind of arch they have and watch them walk without shoes, but more just to get a sense like how flat their foot is or maybe how much they do roll to the inside. Also look sometimes at what the angle of someone's legs are from hip to knee down. But probably more important is when we start putting a shoe onto someone and watching them move, we want to see where the shoe takes the foot. I've got a shoe model here with a neutral shoe on, and we're going to watch them walk and just see how that shoe is supporting their arch. Right, Julie, let's see you walking down to the rack and back. So we're watching Julie just move in a shoe that's really neutral. What I mean by that, it's a very balanced shoe, but it doesn't have like built-in structure. Julie's been wearing a really classic stability shoe. And what I mean, like when I say a stability shoe, is a denser foam on the inside to support the arch. But this shoe's a little stiffer. Anytime they throw in a denser piece, it's going to make the shoe transition a little bit stiffer. Replace your shoes in a timely manner. I think sometimes between 300 and 400 miles is a good expectation for today's kind of more flexible, smoother transitioning shoes than they were 20 years ago. And I talk to a lot of people and they just think that seems so short. But if people want to minimize injury potential, it's probably money well spent. Trading off shoes, like maybe you don't get two right away, but if someone has a shoe, and I've always been in the camp not to get the same second shoe to trade off. Get a different shoe that still fits your foot, is comfortable, but then you're getting a little bit different stress points of just the natural tendency of how shoes, strike point and roll. You can't describe it, but they just are all a little bit different. If you're going to have two different ones is a good rule of thumb.